Conversations with the Diaspora is very necessary to let people know that when traveling to Ghana, they are not alone. Making a decision to come to Ghana can be a very difficult decision and a lonely journey. Safe to say that 95% of the diaspora deciding to come to Ghana make that pilgrimage alone. And that can be a very difficult decision, especially if you've never been outside of your country of origin. It's all about supportive conversations such as this one, and I'm blessed to be among.
Like I said, very special lady, Ama Mensah. She's the founder and CEO of Rain Rum. Ama Mensah. Welcome. Please don't stop clapping until she takes her seat. You can have any of them. Okay. Thank you, Ama, for joining us today. And then we also have Kwab Asamoah, who's the CEO of Custom Looks. Where's Kwab? Oh. There we go. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. You know, and he just had to show up like the way you wouldn't have expected him to show up. And as we have the conversation, understand why he is who he is and why he's here for this conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
I think heritage has to be layered. I think it's a question of where it is that you're coming from, but also where it is that you're going. Because I think we often think about heritage as being something that is from the past. But I also think it has to be a question of what we want our children to see their heritage as. And I think for me that was particularly important because I wasn't born here. My name is Amanya Mensah. I have a fully Ghanaian name. However, my accent is not Ghanaian at all. And I always, I was born and raised in the UK, in London. My parents went to the UK. My mum is actually here in the audience.
Your principles that define your character set based on the pedigree of your culture and community, right? So heritage, as she said, is something that has established or was established way before me, and is connecting to it, being educated in it, and more importantly, applying it so you can go forward, right? If you're not applying it to go forward, that is no longer heritage, it's just history, right? So heritage is something that you have to carry with you, so it's active, within the present, and it's not something that's historical. I got my degrees in electrical engineering and physics. When I came out, I attempted to climb the corporate ladder. I found out that ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. So Custom Looks was me attempting to get into the fashion because of opportunity. The particular area that we lived in, Prince George's County, which is, at least at the time, was the most affluent, most educated county in America for African Americans. We have multi-millionaire African Americans, but we didn't have high-end clothing stores. Neiman Marcus, Saks, Fifth Avenue, none of them were opening in our county. I was living in the U.S. I was enjoying my life. Ghana was in a rare view. I had no interest in Ghana. The only reason I came to Ghana was my mom called us sellouts. She gave us pressure. So me and my siblings got together and decided we're gonna do a one-time trip, go see these family members that we ain't never gonna see again. Love, peace, and hair grease. Bye. So that was the plan. And 17 days later, we all were like, we gotta get over here. Because we just saw so much opportunity on the landscape. And this before, there was no Accra Mall, right? And I had clients that were building malls. I'm like, dude, a whole country with no mall, no Holiday Inn. We had guys that owned hotels. I went back to the US screaming to them like, we gotta get here now.
Destination is when it all ends. So in every day, whatever the challenge is, whatever the opportunities, whatever the success is, it is the moment that we live for.
Thank you. Kwab.
2025. Have a mantra, a vision, and a goal. The only place where success comes before work is the dictionary. And the Bible tells you, if my people have no vision, they cherish. Talk to yourself. Hype yourself. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fair clutch circumstance, I have no wish nor cry aloud. Under the bludgeon and the chance, my head is bloody but a bow. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds that it should find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charge the punishment is scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Yeah, we've been out here for 2 days. I want to go. Me and husband are currently at the event, and we are loving it. Such good information, and we need to be in more spaces just like this. And y'all know I need to get my life together every time it comes to this food, because I almost forgot to record again. So lunch was included in our ticket purchase. It came with fried rice, jollof rice, chicken or fish option, mixed vegetables, and then a little bit of pepper and fried yams. This meal was really good. And then some pastries were handed around for dessert. And when I tell y'all, these pastries were so good. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Very buttery, soft. I got a chocolate cream filled one. It was so delicious.
Any of these, thank you for joining us. Kwabna Dako, entrepreneur and author, is here as well, also ready for the conversation. Round of applause for Kwabna as he joins us up here. And last but definitely not the least, we have Audrey Forson, who is the CEO of Tekura Designs. Audrey looking very lovely in red. Round of applause for her as she joins us up here. Alrighty, thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Audrey Forson, and I make furniture. In fact, you can see stools in between our seats. Those are examples of Tekura.
Round of applause.
Thank you. So I run a transgenerational business called Tekura, which my mother started nearly 25 years ago.
I'm an author. I have about 9 books. We are retailers. We have multiple shops in Ghana. With my wife, we started buses, not with family and loans. And we are developers as well. So that's what we.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Yes, my name is Kojo. I'm largely more of an investor in the finance space. From my background, most of what we do is alternative investment. So think everything but equities and bonds. My background is many years in investment banking on Wall Street.
From the Birth and Death Registry, Mr. Emmanuel Notibutri is here, and the Birth and Death Registry is also available outside. You can go check on your birth certificate. Like I said, you need a lot of things to be done with a birth certificate, and so they're here to sort you out for today. Round of applause for our rep from the Birth and Death Registry as he takes the stage. From SNIT, we have Ms. Veronica Dako joining us on the stage. Round of applause for her as she comes, please, 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 please. Guys, your applauses are not applauding. Thank you very much. And then from the Office of the Registrar, so Registrar Generals, you know, there are different names, but Office of the Registry, we have Rita Ama Nuchuga. Round of applause for Rita, who's also taking the stage. We also have Dr. Benjamin Amakwe,
or property manager, to basically guide you in the complexities that are involved in land acquisition. But just to give you an overview of what you require to know is that first you need to identify the piece of land that you want to purchase. What type of tenure or ownership is it? Is it customary, traditional ownership? Is it individual ownership? Is it state land? Or is it a vested land? So based on these things, it will guide you on how to go about it. then subsequently you do what we call due diligence, or making sure that you make some background information about the person who is purporting to sell the land to you. You need to make sure you make a search, what we call a legal search of ownership by the Lands Commission. And I would like to tell you, in the spirit of declaration, my brothers and sisters have just said our declaration. Lands Commission now, in undertaking a search of ownership, you don't need to come physically to the Lands Commission. You go to an online portal, that's onlineservices.lc.gov.gh. You upload your site plan of the land you intend to inquire about, and you make the necessary payment, and the Lands Commission will give you the necessary information about that piece of land, if it is available in our records. In addition to the legal ownership search, you need to do what you call a physical search. Go to the site, ensure that what has been shown to you on plan is what is actually on the ground, and make inquiries about who owns the land, that disputes, and things like that. You ascertain that there is no dispute and things like that. Then the next, you do a zoning search. You go to the district assembly or the local authority. What has the land been zoned for? Maybe you want to use it for the Bay Hotel or a residence. Is that what has been zoned for by the authorities? You need to check on that. It is very, very critical. So having done that, the next stage now is to do the documentation of the land, where you will prepare the necessary documents. And it is important to know that per the Constitution and the Land Act, if you are a non-citizen of Ghana, you can't get more than 50-year lease at any one time. The maximum you can get is 50 years, which can be renewable. So if you do that, it is beyond that. I think the lawyer says it's void or voidable, one of them. So you need to be careful about the documentation you get if you are a non-citizen of Ghana. With regard to companies, if the company's shareholding is more than 40% foreign ownership, it's also considered as non-citizen, and that one also applies. So having gotten your documentation, the next stage is to pay, go to the Lands Commission again to assess what we call the stamp duty, which is a tax that has to pay on the transaction. It's about 1% of the value of the property generally. Then subsequently, you go through the process of registering your land and having it recorded in the Lands Commission for public notice. And we have two systems of registration, the deed system and the title system. The title registration system, which confers ownership on land, is basically being done in the Greater Accra region and parts of the Ashanti region. Any other area in Ghana practices what we call the deed system, where the transaction is registered and the document is recorded in the records and you're given copies of it. So basically, these are the things that I say we are doing. And going forward, in the coming months or going forward, we're trying to go fully digital. As I said, searches are now digital. We want to now subsequently roll on board registration. You don't need to physically come to the Lands Commission. You can sit anywhere in the world and transact business with the Lands Commission. That is the vision that we intend doing, to ensure that diasporans are comfortable in dealing with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Amakwe. Thank you very much. And just be told, everything that we've spoken about today, if you do the best of business, you come in here, you thrive, and nobody sees what you do, is there an end to the game? Not really. And we can't do this without the help of social media. So we're talking about engaging and elevating and looking at social media's impact on Ghana's economy. And these gentlemen here, they know how to do it. They have done so much, either personally, because I know a lot of them, this is their full-time job, if not all. They're full-time jobs, right? All of you? Yes, what they're doing. And then they can also give you some keys as well.
The Guba Foundation for giving us this opportunity to speak to the diaspora community. My name is Joseph Ajay, founder, creative director of Black Volta, which is a social media entertainment platform and a media firm dedicated to entertainment and lifestyle within Ghana and in Africa. Essentially, although the platform has been in existence for about 24 months, personally, I've been in the entertainment and lifestyle space for almost 15 years plus. So starting off Black Volta wasn't necessarily a very new thing to me.
Thank you so much. Sorry I lost my voice. The Christmas was a very busy one for me, so sorry I lost my voice. I'm super humbled to be here and to be in the midst of Wode, Maya, and my brother Black Voter. Thank you so much, Netta, for this opportunity. I think that, first of all, I have a different philosophy when it comes to social media. My philosophy has always got to do with impact. Apart from impact, nothing else for me.
I think I'm just going to go straight to the point. So, my story is kind of long, but I'll make it short. I'm an aviation engineer by profession. I think my schoolmate is right here. Charlie, let them see you now. So, I was in school, and I studied in China. And when I was in school, it was more like everybody see you and it'll be like, you're from Africa. They keep on looking at your foot. Why are you wearing shoes? Are you okay? I mean, you'll be in bus and no one want to sit close to you. I mean, even our own classmate will touch your skin and be like, oh my goodness. I mean, they think they're going to see dirt on their hands, you know. So I was like, somebody needs to come up with a concept of changing that misconception about Black people or Africans living in China in general.
Hello, my name is Melody. I'm also a content creator. What is advice that you can give to people who are wanting to relocate to Ghana or Africa as a whole, and they also want to do content? And how do you surpass like a lot of challenges that you've gone through while creating content?
Thank you. So many mistakes when it comes to content creation. Content creation is all about your surroundings. So if you are relocating to Ghana, why don't you share your story with us? You might never know. I might be sitting in my room, I also want to relocate. So your video will inspire me. And when your video inspires, that's impact. And that impact becomes an income at the end of the day. So I think start with what you have. And the most important thing is stay as authentic as you can, because that is the way to go. Yeah.
Thank you.